Good morning, my friends.
Good morning, Yvette.
Hello. It's so good to see you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. Can you hear me okay? Excellent, excellent. We are this beautiful group of ladies who are going to join with you in song this morning. We have Sarah, Kay, and Kamatara, and my name's Yvette. And I invite you to stand up. The lyrics are coming up on the screen right now. And we're going to join together in song for this first one called Pour Yourself in Me by Ricky Byers.
Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me, pour your love into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me, pour your love into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, sing your joy in me, sing your joy into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, sing your joy in me, sing your joy into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, shine your light in me, shine your light into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, shine your light in me, shine your bright into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit.
Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. All right. We know this one, right? We know God is my source. An oldie but a goodie. Here we go.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, Lord gives me everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need.
And some peace. Peace is my source, peace is my power,
peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, peace gives me everything I need.
And back to God.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day. I'm Lisa Giuliano, and it's a joy to be with you today. Sorry, I was so excited to be up here. I ran up here early, so. So here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, we're more than a Sunday service. We're a growing, heart-centered community grounded in spiritual principles and open-hearted love. Our vision is a world in loving partnership for the good of all, and that begins right here with how we show up for one another. To those joining us online, hello and welcome. It's an honor to share this space with you as well. And if you're new with us today, welcome. It's an honor to share this space with you as well. And we're so glad you're here. Be sure to pick up a welcome gift bag after service in the social hall. In it, you'll find a gift certificate to the bookstore, a little information about who we are, and an info sheet we hope you'll fill out so you can stay connected through our newsletter. We'd love to chat with you after service to get to know you better. So we have a lot of wonderful things going on. I invite everyone to jump in and get us. It's a great way to get to know people as well. So we had our first card and games night this past Wednesday, and yeah, it was awesome. I came. There was probably about a dozen of us. Katya and Nancy put it together, and so I got to play some games that I had never played before, and I'm a little bit, you know how some people are risk averse. I'm not risk averse. I'm very go for the risky thing. So I lost. If we had been playing for money, I would have lost all my money. But we were just playing for laughs, and we laughed so hard, my stomach was hurting. So the next one is on Wednesday, May 20th, from 5:30 to 7:30. So I invite you all to join us. And this upcoming Saturday, we have the Plant and Garden Sidewalk Sale. I'm actually kind of organizing that while Janice is out of town. And we're collecting on this Friday, May 15th, from 11 to 2. And it's just amazing how everything works out. I have about 5 dozen plants at my house. And we've got pots, almost enough pots for all the plants, and we're probably about a half a dozen or a dozen short, but somebody came and gave us a money donation, so Kayan's going to go and buy the rest of the pots that we need. And then on Monday, we're going to decorate those from 1:30 to 3:30 and out here in the social hall. So there's so many ways for you to jump in and help us out if you'd like. You can come decorate pots, or maybe just come on Saturday, the day of the sale. If you're interested in helping with that, come see me afterwards, or just come down and buy a plant. Let's see. The May board meeting is this Friday at 1:30 in the social hall. We keep these meetings open because this is your community. So if you're curious or want to listen in, we'd love to have you. We also have a volunteer opportunity for a bookstore assistant manager. We're looking for a volunteer to help care for and grow our wisdom through the Pages Bookstore, a welcoming space of books, gifts, and inspiration for our community. If you love books, enjoy creating beautiful displays, and would like to be part of something meaningful, this could be a great fit. Sharing the work helps keep it lighter, joyful for all of us. To learn more, talk with Yvette or Kayan and check the newsletter for full details. I know Kayan likes to go RVing sometimes, so we need somebody to kind of jump in. So here at the center, we believe in the power of prayer, what we call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. If there's something on your heart, we invite you to fill out the prayer request card. You'll find them in the seat back pockets. You can drop your card in the prayer box at the back of the sanctuary, or place it in the offering plate as it goes by. Or you can submit a request anytime at CSL-LasCruces.org. Your requests will be lovingly held by our prayer team, a group of ministers and licensed practitioners from our 4 local New Thought communities. Also, if you'd like some one-on-one prayer today, look for a practitioner wearing a turquoise stole. We got Judy here, Beth, and they'll be available for after service. And we love good news too, so feel free to fill out a gratitude card and share what's going well in your life. We'd love to celebrate it with you. So now it's time for song, silence, and prayer.
I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child.
So I recognize a divine intelligence, the all-seeing, all-knowing, ever-present, ever-available source of love and light that is continually flowing through and in us. The Divine Father, Divine Mother. And I feel this spirit now moving through me, opening my heart, opening my mind. And I know that I am a channel for this love and light on this planet. And I know that's for each of us here, that we are love and light made manifest in the world. And I give so much gratitude for this service, this ability to come together to remember who we truly are in spirit. And I give so much thanks for anyone who has participated to help this service happen in the past, present, and the future, all the musicians, ministers, practitioners. We know that it takes a village. And I'm so grateful for this community and this ability to come together in so many ways. And I release this to law, knowing that it is so, and so it is. So I'm reading today from the Kuan Yin Book of Changes. I think I might have got this out of the bookshelf in the bookstore here, so maybe this is one of your copies. but for those of you who don't know, Buddha Kuan Yin is the female bodhisattva of compassion and healing, and she represents a female principle. But she's also very fierce. There's stories that she rides on a tiger, so that would be fun, huh? Or a dragon. Our age is a time of change in the universe and the earth, a time of increasing awareness of the connectedness of peoples and cultures, of male and female, a time of reconnecting with our whole selves. She goes on further to say, spirituality is rebalancing and healing the earth for the benefit of male and female alike. The great goddess, the creative power of the female principle has never left us. There has always been daughters and mothers, priestesses and lovers, wise people and healers of both sexes. The goddess's reemergence, the return of the oneness of all life and the female principle in men and women has begun a new awareness and a new time. Women and men everywhere are discovering and remembering the sacred feminine within. Do you guys have more music or no? Yes. Oh.
Okay. All righty. So, hi everyone. It's good to see you. I'm going to prairie dog for a minute and pop up from the piano. So that was the perfect reading. I love how Spirit weaves that together. We were texting and I said, pick something sacred feminine. And of course, Spirit's like, there you go. That wholeness and knowing the feminine and the masculine and finding all the gifts that are inside of all of that is so powerful. So the song that I'm going to share with you now is called to Be, and it's by Faith Rivera. Do you know that New Thought artist? She's wonderful. And actually, Vicente and I were just at the big, like the Centers for Spiritual Living, like the mothership, had its international conference in Reno, of all places, because, we're that kind of a church. So what happens in Reno? No, we had a great time. But Faith Rivera was one of the musicians, up on the stage. And, I'm always fangirling for her because she's just an amazing bright light. And then it was Vincent and I had a really interesting opportunity to meet with her more personally and to be supportive of her just as like loving friends. And so I just feel, a special connection with Faith. She's just a wonderful bright light. Check out her podcast. Check out her music. She's just so uplifting. And this song, Called to Be, is another one of those like survey the field kind of songs where you're going to hear all different roles and all different gifts and masculine and feminine and all of it. And maybe just see, does anything just reach out to you and you go, that. Okay.
I am called to be a healer for all humanity. I am called to be a dreamer, believe in what can be. I am called to be a maker, be an instrument of peace. I am called to be a giver, of abundance I receive. I am called to be a prayer, living out the truth I seek. I am called to be everything. I am called to be. Called to be the glory here on earth so all might see. All the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. I am the living, breathing God, and you are the one are called to be a mother, to nurture family. You are called to be a brother, be strength in times of need. You are called to be a neighbor, see a friend in all you meet. You are called to be a leader, to build community. You are called to be a prayer, living out the truth you seek. You are called to be everything. You are called to be, called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. You are the living, breathing God, and you are the one in me. We're called to be. We are called to be the kindness, set the broken-hearted free. We are called to be forgiveness, where pain has run too deep. We are called to be compassion, be the wind beneath each wing. We are called to make communion, only then can we succeed. We are called to be a prayer, living out the truth we seek. We are called to be everything. We are called to be, called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. We are the living, breathing God, and you are the one in me. We're called to be. We're called to be. We're called to be.
Thank you, Kamatara. So as you can see, she wears a lot of different hats when she's here. And she is an itinerant minister for New Thought spiritual communities throughout the state of New Mexico, specifically serving as a director of collaborative ministers at the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living in Albuquerque. She is also the executive director for Circles USA, a national nonprofit whose mission is building community to end poverty. Her core mission in all of her work is to foster conscious evolution and thriving, happy lives. So we welcome Kamatara.
Well, good morning, everyone. Hey, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mother figures and men who served as mothers and all the whole, we'll just do the whole spectrum here. And to just share a little something personal, I always wanted to be a mother. Always. You know how when you grow up, a lot of people have imaginary friends? I did not. I had imaginary children. It was wild. And I wanted to have a whole gaggle. And as some of you know, I actually only wound up having 2. one by birth and one by adoption. And, God bless them and thank you, God, and all the angels for these beautiful children. But I wondered about my motherness, my mother role, like having so much love to give. Where do I direct that love? And then, of course, my first career was as a high school teacher. Okay, well, there's a bevy of people who need love. I mean, just oodles and oodles of amazing teenage children that I loved so much. I loved being a high school English teacher, and some of my students loved me too. So it was good, it was good. But, then I stopped teaching in 2018. So then you start questioning, like, well, who am I if I'm not a teacher? And of course, my own babies, my own two children, flew the coop in 2024, as well they should. But, at that point, who am I if I'm not a mother? And in the same wonderful year, my marriage flew the coop. So who am I if I'm not a wife? And so it's been very interesting to have all these roles, especially the gender roles, just being stripped away. And ones that I really thought I was here to fulfill my mission as a woman. And yes, they are a large part of who I am, and there's no way I'll ever not be a mother and a teacher and all the things, relationships, partners, goodness. Yeah, it's a huge part of who I am. But I was missing the bigger picture. In fact, a few years ago, I had a hiking experience in Taos along the gorge. So if any of you have been there, it's very beautiful. And of course, it could have just been heat stroke because it's really hot and there's no shade out there. But I felt like I heard this message, and it was very distinctly like a Mother Earth Gaia moment. And it was very comforting, but it also was really challenging me to see beyond myself. And the message that I heard was, stop living your mother's dream. Yeah, whew. That is not yours. And I also heard, you are living small as a teacher and a mother to only your two children and your spouse. Be the expression of cosmic mother love that you are. And of course, that really knocked me back. And it cracked me open. But only for a little while, because human beings are just silly. And I forgot about it. I got, wrapped up in life, and like we say in the spiritual community, conditions, and all, life be life in, and it was life in hard. And so I put that experience away in the chaos of life. And it's been really interesting now that I'm out the other side of a lot of things. And I was contemplating Mother's Day and what it means to be a mom now at this point in my life. And that memory came back to the forefront of my consciousness. And so I really want to challenge you all to expand your awareness beyond your gender roles, your labels, and even just consider how you may be playing small, even just right now in this moment, or living your mother's path, not yours, or your father's path, or your sister's path. That it happens a lot, where we take on other people's stuff because we love them so much. And I wanted my mother to be fulfilled. And so I took that on, but it's not mine. And so is there a way to let go of things that aren't ours? We don't want to miss entire aspects of ourselves that are just waiting to come forth, especially in that feminine side, which we're going to focus on today, because in society, that feminine side gets so dismissed, mischaracterized, and even poo-pooed. So I want us to think about how we really are we are called to embody that cosmic mother love that's within, and to connect with something larger than what society says. Of course, we talk about in the spiritual community reparenting ourselves into the grander scheme and challenging each other to love in a holy mother way and to recognize and develop the gifts of the mother. So cosmic mother is often understood as sacred feminine, this divine force of creation that's nurturing, unconditionally accepting, omnipresent, but also resilient, tough as nails, just has so much to it. And of course, it transcends biological motherhood. We're talking about nature, Mother Earth, Gaia, or for those of you who are Catholic, it's the BVM, Blessed Virgin Mary, woo! Or Durga, or like we heard earlier today from the reading, Kuan Yin, who's one of my favorites. I like Athena. In fact, I have Kuan Yin and Athena on my nightstand, so I can have that warrior wisdom balanced with compassion and mercy. Those are my sisters. So they help me a lot. So what I want to do this morning is kind of like the song I sang. We're going to just survey the field of cosmic mother love and see what can we bring out, what can we embody and offer to one another, and especially to ourselves. So this is going to be a little bit like trying on shoes as I discuss each gift so you can see, well, what fits you right now? Which one resonates with you? And you can write it down. There's cards all over the place, note cards. In fact, if you didn't get a note card when you walked in, my beautiful partner, Vincent, can get you one. So you can always just raise your hand. If anyone else needs a card, there's pens all over the place. If you're playing along at home, just go ahead and grab your journal. Okay, and your pen. You ready? Okay. So we're really going to think about, as we go through these gifts, which ones land for you. And maybe it lands for you because you need or want more of that. But I also want to maybe forewarn you, it might resonate with you because that area is especially difficult. And maybe it's trying to get your attention. And in the Buddhist tradition, they say to sit down with your demons and have tea. So I don't know why some of these may resonate with you, but as we just go through them, if anything pops through you, you might feel it here in your forehead. You might feel it here in your throat because something wants to be said. You could feel a pull in your heart. Sometimes people feel a pull forward in their gut. Just let your body be a conduit in this moment, because spirit does communicate with us directly via our bodies. It took me a long time to realize that, because growing up in the Catholic faith, I really had that beaten out of me, that I did not have a direct line to God, that it was not intuitive, and you don't know anything. But I'm here to tell you, you do know, and you do have a direct line to God, and your body tells you amazing things when we listen. In fact, that is practicing the very first gift. So the first gift of mother love, of cosmic mother, is deep intuition. You know how some parents just know? And maybe if you've had a parent experience or even a sibling experience, you know that you know something that's going on. You know what the needs are. You can just sense it. In fact, when my oldest child was very little, took kiddo in for all sorts of ear infections and whatnot, went into the ER, and I knew kiddo was sick. And of course, they sent me home, and I was incensed. I was outraged. I had no drugs in hand, and I'm like, I've got this sick baby. And then the very next day, Skylar had this big rash, and I came back, and I was like, okay, sick enough for you now? Because untreated strep throat turns into scarlet fever. Yes. So sometimes you just know. And it's important to listen to what's coming up for you to know. So really the question for you with this gift of deep intuition is, are you truly listening to your intuition, allowing spirit to speak through you? And here's the more important question. Will you allow yourself to take action based on that intuition? Because we have intuitions all day long. We're like, oh, yeah, I should have, Oh, before I left the house, I thought, da-da-da. But I didn't. Ugh. Yeah. So just sit with that for a moment. Deep intuition. Allowing Spirit to speak and then taking action based on that. Maybe that's calling to you. Another gift of Cosmic Mother Love is quiet gentleness. Just like we sang in that song. Did you feel it when we were singing that song? Just like rocking a newborn baby to sleep. Or like Mother Nature placing a little drop of dew on a morning spider web. Could you imagine just being that gentle with others? I don't know about you, but I was kind of raised like a Mack truck. So, bull in a china shop, oh yeah. So just stopping, slowing down, being gentle with ourselves and others. Just imagine what that would look like this week, given your schedule. If you were gentle with yourself or someone else who's on your schedule. And what would that sound like? Who could use that soft touch? It's not for everyone. It's not for every situation. It's not the right tool for the job, but it could be really powerful. Okay, now we're going to flip the switch because another gift of the Cosmic Mother is fierce protection. Oh yeah, that's when I go on Mama Bear, and Yvette has seen me do it for her. Oh yes. So, sometimes those boundaries are really important. And we don't have to be rude about it, but being firm is important and speaking out for injustice and demanding proper treatment. So I feel like I'm a mama bear with a crown, little on angle, little crown of sovereignty, of knowing what is right and good and speaking up for that. Maybe that feels really helpful for you this week. Fierce protection. Yes. And taking it down a notch, another gift is safe nourishment. Safe nourishment. And just thinking about parents, especially the mother experience that I had with my own mother and what I tried to offer my own children, is just being that shelter from the storm and creating a safe space for replenishment so people can come back and refuel themselves before they go out into the world. And you can't give your best self out in the world if you don't have that nourishment first. And it's not a trap of nourishment. It's not a mouse trap, like come get the food and ha, I got you. And now you're stuck with me. That's not what we're going for here. Gentle, loving, safe nourishment. Come in to replenish your soul. And then be that launch pad for creativity and vibrancy. So a question you might ask yourself related to safe nourishment is, how might you be more safe for people? Or is there any way that you might not be safe? That's a hard question to be honest about. But you might get some interesting answers. Maybe a different question. How might you offer rest and replenishment for yourself or for others? How might that expand your expression if you were rested? How might it expand your loved ones' full authentic self if they could rest in you and be refueled and go out into the world to do their thing? So that's safe nourishment. Another gift is forgiving grace. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our moms did that for us? Maybe you experienced that, maybe you didn't. I experienced that for sure. Holding the space, and it has to be received too. I'm definitely offering this to my children, but they're not in a receiving place, and that's okay. But forgiving grace is holding the space for our children, for our loved ones, to come to their goodness, regardless of what may have been done or said. Like holding the high watch for their goodness that we know is their truth, and allowing the space for humanness, but also supporting them to expand into that fuller expression or that deeper learning that comes from being forgiven. Because when I'm forgiven, I can move on, or I can try something different. I'm not just going to keep beating myself up, or, oh, I'm no good, or like, no, I'm forgiven and I can try this again and I can do something bigger and better. I have the space to reflect on what I did or said, and I can recalibrate. There's the grace where someone could see me as something more, so maybe I could be that. So forgiving grace. Maybe think this week, who needs forgiveness in your life right now? And maybe it's yourself. Or who could use grace to reach that fuller expression of who they are? Another gift of the cosmic mother, and this is the one that everyone probably pictures right away, is steadfast love. It's unconditional, it's unchanging, it is always there, day in, day out. You can count on it, and it's judgment free. It's that love no matter what. And I definitely felt that with my mom, which was such a gift. She would say, I don't always approve of what you do, but gosh, I love you. So if we could be that nuanced and hold that kind of love, that's powerful, especially where it's unexpected. So maybe consider this week, where is your love a little bit judgy or cut off or constricted, or maybe your love is temperamental with certain people? What would it sound like if your love were steady and dependable? What kind of posture is that with others? What kind of posture is that with yourself? A final gift to consider is invaluable wisdom. Invaluable wisdom. Share what you've learned. You've had so much experience. You can see the bigger picture that's going on here. This is where that crone energy or respected elder is so important when welcomed. Have to put that caveat on there because we're not here about telling people what to do. We're not going to should all over people, but we can call people in. We can call folks into something larger than themselves, or we can hold people in that loving kindness, and in that relationship we have, there's the space to share, to offer that invaluable wisdom from a place of gentleness. So is there a place where you're being called to share what you know, the skills, the gifts, the life experience, and to approach it with gentle discernment? What is being called forth for you to share in this legacy moment of your life? Because there's only one of you. I always love it when people adapt John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Will and his only begotten Lisa, Giuliano. I want to put it all together. All right. Or the sacred Yvette, or the sacred Judy. Right here, right now. There's only one of you. And what's being woven together as you. So while you may not have had the ideal mother, we get that. And that's hard and messy and good, and, we believe in divine right order. You had exactly the mother you're supposed to have. And now you're being exactly the person you're supposed to be. But could we consider these gifts? How do we embody the cosmic mother love gifts that are inside of us? Because we are so much bigger than our gender roles and how we were parented. Can we expand our sense of self even with one of these gifts? Even just one. Imagine the change that would make for you. Or maybe there's a combination of gifts just waiting to be realized. In fact, I've been thinking about this as like a cosmic mother love profile. What's your profile? So take a moment to look at your card and just see what popped for you. Was it deep intuition, quiet gentleness, fierce protection, safe nourishment, forgiving grace, steadfast love, or invaluable wisdom? So whatever popped for you, maybe if one is rising to the top, you could even circle that. And here's the biggest challenge, because we're practical mystics. We're not just up here, and we're not just in here, we are out here. So make a goal. And I challenge you to write it down on the card and share that goal with a friend. What's one action step you could take this week to embody one of the gifts you just wrote down? Just take a moment to think. We're just going to pause here. One action step you could take to embody that cosmic mother love quality towards someone else or yourself. Because this is who you're called to be right now on this day, in this month, when we honor the sacred feminine. And I challenge you to live as cosmic mother love as the only role that really matters, as an expression of the divine in the here and now. I'm going to close with a poem from my favorite poet, John Rodell. This is from his new book, Wonder Ache. And this is called Wonder Maybe. Maybe we are here to teach each other how to love. Maybe Earth is a classroom, and we are taking turns being students and professors. Maybe we need to quit grading each other so harshly. Maybe the only homework assignment we have been given is solving the equation of kindness. Maybe empathy is a study abroad program where we spend time in the foreign hearts of others. Maybe forgiveness is the final exam. Maybe we're never meant to graduate, but rather remain forever students of how to love and care for each other. Just maybe. All right, let's take it to prayer. And as we go to prayer, thank you for the ministers and practitioners. If you want to stand or hold that presence, this is a beautiful symbol of how the arms of the divine are around you. And for all of us, let's take a moment to think what we wrote on our cards, to pull forth that action step, that goal, and we're going to hold that in our hearts for this whole prayer. So in this moment, in this place, I recognize the presence of the one loving source, of the all that is, this thing that I choose to call God, that is expressing as me, as you, as we, as us, as the spiritual community, as everything in life, and even beyond what we could possibly understand. It is the great mystery, the something sacred going on. As our Jewish friends would say, it is the happening that is happening. It just is. And knowing that there is no separation, I know that I am that which thou art, and thou art that which I am. And in this perfect alignment, expressing the divine, I claim today the deepest expression of that cosmic mother love for each one of us, and whatever gifts have been called forth to be known as our next right step, that next goal, that next way of showing up for each other and ourselves, I know that it is divinely guided and blessed all week long. That we lift each other up, that we love each other up, that we are gentle and fierce, that we are forgiving and holding each other accountable, that we have that beautiful balance of nourishment and refueling each other to go out into the world to be our best selves. And so I know what's come into each of our hearts is a call from Spirit to be a little bit more, to recognize our wholeness, the Mother, Father, God that expresses in each one of us, and to live from that place of deep and abiding grace. So knowing each one of us is the place where God shows up in that cosmic mother loveness. I give thanks. I am so grateful that this is how and where and why God shows up, and that we get to have this experience, and we get to have this experience together in this beautiful spiritual community. I give thanks for this teaching, this faith, this philosophy, this way of life, and this wonderful gathering of human beings, of spiritual beings, of little cosmic love makers that we are. So knowing that everything is in divine right order, I bless each one of us and our mothers and our children and everyone that's in all of these roles and all our messy goodness, knowing that absolutely all of it is wrapped in love and all is well. And go ahead and say with me, and so it is. And now it's time for some more music. Yay. Thank you for holding while we shift gears here and get hydrated and all the things. We're practicing patience. That's another wonderful skill of a mother, right?
I'm testing you.
Yay.
I'm testing myself.
Yes.
That's not normally something that I would do, so thank you for allowing me to step into nurturing myself, to take care of my needs.
Safe nourishment.
Isn't that lovely? I think I just got a gold star.
Woo-hoo. We're not grading, but yes.
I think I did.
High five.
This song is called You Are the Light by Denise Rosier, and most of you know that I just love her. And I love this song. It's a song of transformation, what we are at heart. You change dust into gardens, pieces into peace, tears into fountains, chains into release. You are doubt into
into action, vision renewed, perfect creation, unfolding in view. You hold all of heaven inside you, no matter what you go through. And if your dreams burn down to ashes, you rise again. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath testifies you are the light. You are the light. You hold all of heaven inside you, no matter what you go through. And if your dreams burn down to ashes, you rise again. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath that testifies you are the light. You are the light. You are the light. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath that testifies you are the light. You are the light. You are the light. Dust into gardens, pieces into peace. I have to move just one moment.
Yes.
Hello again.
Fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting all of you beautiful people here. I'd love to see you from this perspective. Now, this is our beautiful opportunity to give back to this amazing community. This is our time of offering. And if this community is a place where you feel that you get to grow, that you get to expand, where you remember who you are, and where you get to take this information and be a more expansive person in your life, this is an opportunity to give of yourself to that, so that we can continue to do that, so we can continue to have this experience of ourselves, and also so that we can pay our electric bill. This is really practical, right? It's a very, very good thing. And also, I want to remind you that every single month, out of what we receive here, or every week, every month, we give that back out to the community. And this month, our tithe to the community is going to the Learning Action Buffet. I'd never heard of this organization. They're called The Lab. The Lab creates spaces for youth to explore who they are through art, expression, and community action, cultivating leadership and a vision for a more just world. We celebrate their work as it honors the courage to question, grow, and become. And they're actually going to be holding an event here in June, and we're very excited to participate with them, to support them, and to have their energy be in our beautiful space. So as we move into this time of offering, let's together say our community blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And so let us sing together our community song.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And so I invite all of you to raise your hands just like this and reach them out towards these beautiful plates of offering. And join me in recognizing the bounty, the generosity, the gifts that come towards this community, that bless this community, that multiply, that become the actual blessing, the fabric of this community, because this offering isn't just money, it is the energy of the divine, just as each one of us is. And so I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to be in the presence of this beautiful example of circulation and abundance. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for this demonstration. Thank you for the generosity. Thank you for the blessing. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Oh, my friends, thank you so much for coming together today. This has been a beautiful morning. I want to give thanks to Larry. I don't know his name, Larry, sweet Larry, who's a part of the Unity community, who meets here before we do. He came by Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, and he's a volunteer over at El Caldito, and he dropped off flowers. They had an overabundance of flowers that they received, and he said they had extra, and he said, who can you take these to? And he thought of us, and so he brought over boxes and boxes of beautiful flowers. They were in a hot car for a little while, so a few of them went south, but we rescued so many, and so we're blessed this Mother's Day with these beautiful flowers that Larry so generously thought of us. And so Larry, thank you for thinking of us from Unity. Yay, Larry, Unity. And El Cardito, thank you so much. So we are going to sing out with what, Sarah?
Love be with you.
Ooh, love be with you. Everybody, please stand. After service, we have prayer with our practitioners if you need some prayer, and otherwise join us out in the social hall for coffee and chatter, conversation, and loving on each other. Let's sing it.
Love be with you, peace unfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in. Truth come through you, make good flow to you. Let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you. Oh, love be with you. Oh, love be with you. Love be with you. Oh, all together, hand in hand, we're life and take a stand. We are changing a whole new life. you and me. Take your past and set it free. Share this blessing. Love be with you. Peace enfold you. Spirit lift you. Breathe it in. Truth come through you. May good flow to you. Let joy renew you. Time and time again. Love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. Ooh, love be with you.
Look at each other, will ya?
Ooh, love be with you. Love be with you. Love be with you. Love be with you. Love be with you.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you again next time.